University technology transfer offices help commercialize innovations, which create new products and sometimes entirely new markets that can benefit society and contribute to the economy. This video will explain the licensing process of an innovation produced at Auburn University and how royalties earned through the commercialization process are distributed. The IP Exchange at Auburn University is responsible for creating licensing agreements with outside companies to commercialize innovations created at Auburn. The licensing agreement is a contract between two parties in which the intellectual property owner permits another party to use that property under a specific set of parameters. The IP Exchange negotiates with companies interested in using or commercializing an innovation. In exchange for commercial rights, these agreements typically include financial considerations such as royalty from a percentage of sales and a minimum payment required annually for the company to maintain its commercial licensing rights. The terms of a license agreement are based on a mutually agreeable value estimation of the technology. Non-financial terms in the license help protect the university and ensure that the innovation is advanced to market or can be pulled back to Auburn in the event of failure. After signing, the IP Exchange monitors the licensee and ensures compliance with the terms of the license agreement. This can involve enforcing payment of fees and royalties and making sure the licensee is meeting the required development milestones. Not all licensed innovations make it to market, but when they do, they can generate royalty revenue. When that revenue comes back to Auburn as a part of the license agreement, it's distributed to the innovators and other areas of the university as specified in the Auburn University patent policy. Under this policy, the university is first reimbursed for out-of-pocket expenses related to the protection and commercialization of the technology. This includes the cost of filing and prosecuting any patent applications, technology assessments by outside consultants, and marketing expenses. Once these expenses are recovered, royalties can be distributed. 40% of the distributed licensing revenues go to the innovators personally. When there are multiple innovators, this portion is shared according to their individual inventive contribution. 15% goes to the IP Exchange for operation expenses, including expansion and support. The remaining 45% is distributed across various units on campus, with half going to the Office of the Vice President of Research and Economic Development, and the other half being divided amongst the colleges, departments, and research programs of the innovators. These funds are reinvested into the mission of the university and the research enterprise. In the case of startup companies, the license agreement often includes equity in the company as part of the upfront fee. In those cases, the IP Exchange holds the equity until such time as it can be liquidated or sold, with the resulting revenue distributed according to the patent policy. The primary mission of the IP Exchange is to enable the adoption of innovations in society. Revenue participation is a legal and natural outcome of that process. However, since most university innovations are early in development, it may take a few years to bring the innovations to market and provide revenue for distribution. If you have any additional questions about revenue distributions, please contact the IP Exchange. Thanks for watching.